this is Chris from ElectroFame.
Yo, and this is Felix, and together we want to present you today a few Android TV boxes here.
So we thought that today we will make like a review together just to make it more entertaining for you guys. So we have today 3 TV box unbranded, and first of all, Felix, can you tell me what is an Android TV box?
So basically with the Android TV box you are able to transform any TV into a smart TV. It's a multimedia player with Android system, like a lot of smartphones and tablets, and you can stream videos online, surf the internet, and show your content to your friends and family right away on your television. So if you just bought a flat screen, you can easily pimp it with a small TV box and you have a smart TV right away. Buddy, can you tell me a little bit more about the common features here?
So here we have actually, so as I said before, 3 Android TV box. So they're all unbranded, but we decided to advertise them on our website just because they're as competitive as the most famous brand like Minix, Muller, or Oxtex, for example. And basically, the common features that we can have inside of this TV box, they all have Android, so it's like different versions. But they all have built-in Wi-Fi, for example, no Bluetooth, however, and they can all basically support different type of wireless keyboards. So to go deeply into the specifications and the design of this Android TV box, we'll explain them one by one. So Felix, can you start with, for example, the MX?
Oh, let's take a closer look at the MX Android TV box. Here, as you can see, we have a dual-core processor and a 4.22 Jelly Bean version. On the back, just some basic advertisement here, nothing special. I would say we have a look, we check out right away what we got inside of the box. There's first here our Android TV box. Then a remote control. We advise everyone to get either Air Mouse or with touchpad or some different control, because with these controls they're quite basic and you can use them, but sometimes it's not that easy. Then we have here a AC/DC in adapter, this time with American plug. So for all the people who order from Europe, we will support you here with a adapter which you can just plug on and then put it into your plug, and there's no problem. And then we have one HDMI cable. And the user manual, which is in English, so if you have any problems and don't get really along with TV box and need some help, just send us a quick email and we will answer right away, or just leave a message below this video and we will come right away back to you. So let's have a closer look here at the TV box itself. As you can see here, we have one SD card slot. This is for SD cards up to 32 GB. Then in this case we have 1, 2, 3 and another one. So we have in total 4 USB ports. We have here one SPDIF port and an AV port, plus a HDMI port, an Ethernet port and a 5-volt DC in. On top of it you will receive a AV cable. So to connect the whole thing, you just plug the AV cable in here and connect it to your television, or you can use your HDMI cable and just connect it to your television. That's up to you. I would say that's it so far for my part here. So Chris, tell me, what do you have on your side there?
Here on the right we have the DVBT2 HD18T2. So this is Android 4.2 TV box. So we can have a look quickly here on the box to see what's going on. So here we have the full HD 1080p and 3D HDMI, as I said just before. So you can have access to a lot of things like Skype, Facebook, Twitter as well if you want. So also it has a DLNA, the Miracast, AirPlay and the remote control. On the back here of the box you can see a few advertisements, but the best is just to go through the box and see what's going on. So while I'm opening, I can say that this Android TV box is actually has Amlogic dual-core processor 8726MX. 1.5 gigahertz clocked. Then we also have 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of RAM, and Mali 400 MP for the graphic processor, and DLNA Miracast AirPlay, as I said before. So here we have the remote control. So this is a basic remote control. So we invite you to buy Air Mouse from Muller or Minix, for example, because this one, for example, if you can see, doesn't have a proper keyboard, so you cannot type right away on the go, and doesn't have the mouse basically. Okay. So otherwise, we also have in this Android TV box the AV cable. So Felix explained you already how to do it, to plug to your television. One other item inside of the box is actually an adapter. So this is a EU adapter, but we can provide you with a US and the UK. You just have to let us know when you check out on our website. And the last item inside of the box is a user manual. So all in English, explaining very well what is going on every screen, so you will not get lost. Don't be worried about anything. And here we go with the Android TV box itself, the most important maybe. So on the side we have here one SD card slot up to 32 gigabytes, 2 USB ports, 1 Ethernet, the DC in here on the side, the optical, which you can use to connect to your amplifier, for example, sound amplifier. We have the AV to connect to your television, the HDMI as well if you have a television which supports HDMI. And the particularity of this Android TV box is actually it has a DTV in and out. So for example, if you have an old television and you still want to use this kind of device, you can, no problem at all. So this is the biggest particularity of this Android TV box. So now we will go together through the last Android TV box, which is the M8.
On top we have here the M8, and personally for me this is definitely the king among these three. We can see here we have, compared to the other ones, a 4.4 KitKat version here. We have, it supports 4K, which is also known as Ultra HD, plus it supports 3D HD, and I would say let's just have a short look inside of the box. We have here on the back just some basic information, just some advertisement kind of about the features. So inside of the box, for sure, the Android TV box itself. Then in this case, we have an adapter with American plug. So if you order from Europe, just let us know, and we will provide you with a free EU adapter. Then we have here one HDMI cable. This is to connect the Android TV box to your television. And we have a user manual in English, so feel free if you have any problems to understand something here, just to pop us a message and to send us a message, and we will come as soon as possible back to you. And then last but not least, we have here our remote control. So as you can see here, we can type in basic functions, but we suggest for everybody to buy Air Mouse. Sometimes these Air Mouses, they come with touchpads here, and they make it very convenient and easy to control everything, and it's much more fun, definitely. So Chris, can you tell me a little bit more about the M8 itself?
Yes, as you can see here, the design is a bit different from the other ones too, so it's more research basically for the shape. So let's have a look at the ports that you can find inside of this Android TV box. So here we have the SD card slot, which is up to 32 gigabytes. On the other side here we have 2 USB ports, 1 HDMI, 1 Ethernet, 1 AV, so to plug to your television, for example, the optical to your sound amplifier, and the DC in here. Okay. So this is it basically for the shape, and here you also have a blue light to say it's turned on. Okay. So just to make it clear at the end, so this Android TV box, why is the king of among all of them? You know, this is an Amlogic processor M802 quad core at 2 GHz, 2 GB of RAM, 8 GB of RAM, and a Mali 450 MP. So this is why, you know, the performances are better on this Android TV box.
Okay, let's make a quick comparison between those three, and basically for these two Android TV boxes here we have nearly the same hardware specs. We have for both the M-Logic dual-core 8726MX processor clocked at 1.5 GHz. We have 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of RAM, and for both we have a SD card slot which supports SD cards up to 32 GB. Then the difference is, so far we have on this one here 4 USB ports compared to this one where we have only 2 USB ports. But this one gives you the opportunity, if you have an old television, to connect it with a DVBT to your with a DTV in and out to your old television. One more difference is here that we have on this on the MX we have AirPlay. On the Miracast we have the DVBT2 we have Miracast. The MX supports XBMC. On top of it, they both support DLNA and Full HD. So Chris, tell me a little bit more in comparison to the M8.
So in comparison, the M8 is obviously the most expensive, but has the best features on it. So this has the Android 4.4, so the latest Android version, which is like the KitKat version. We have a 2 GHz quad-core processor on it, 2 GB of RAM, and 8 GB of RAM, and a Mali 450 MP for the graphic processor. So this is high specs. Otherwise, what we can say on this Android TV box, that has the UHD 4K decoding and 3D HD on it. Otherwise, it also have XBMC for the people who want to use it, and it does have the Miracast for the Android devices, the AirPlay, and the DLNA. So it's all complete for the M8.
Of it, as you can see, they all come together with the Ethernet port here, and all have one HDMI port, plus they all have one SD card slot for SD cards up to 32 GB. Alright, I would say that's it so far from us with a review of these three awesome Android TV boxes.
So if you have any questions about these three unbranded TV boxes, so feel free to leave a comment below this video and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. So you can see in the description the links redirecting you right away to our website if you want to have more explanations about the specifications and if you want to purchase those Android TV boxes. And otherwise, until then, I hope you enjoyed this review, and see you later for the next one then.
If you're interested, just check out our website www.electrofame.com. Alright everybody, stay tuned for the next one, because next time we're gonna show you a little bit more about the performance and the functions right away on our television. See you again.
This is Chris from ElectroFame.
Yo, and this is Felix, and together we want to present you today a few Android TV boxes here.
So we thought that today we will make like a review together just to make it more entertaining for you guys. So we have today 3 TV box unbranded, and first of all, Felix, can you tell me what is an Android TV box?
So basically with the Android TV